Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Falcons versus Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
On a gorgeous southern afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. First down, they'll stick with Haskins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Haskins now on 1st and 10. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Burrow. And complete to Drake London. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Down right around the 25. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Alexander Madison with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Again to Haskins up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now Edwards-Helaire. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32, a play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And caught by London. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Burrow will throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. John Fitzpatrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So
a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Mahomes being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes on the slant. He's got Hardman. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Kelsey out in the slot right. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They declined it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now a first carry for their fullback. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Burrow on third down. Dancing to his left, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Yards. Well done on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
KC's offense ready to take over.
And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Hassan Haskins
as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Burrow on play action. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Looking for London on the out route complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running, You're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 39. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that
lead. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Haskins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd down, and they go back to Haskins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Haskins. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hassan Haskins with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Hassan Haskins. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play that time on the... Catch and run, 36 yards.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Danielle Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They go play action with Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
70 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down, and they go back to Haskins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They'll get 34 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Haskins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On 2nd down, here's a run from Haskins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hassan Haskins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle. Back from a 2-score deficit. Here we go. Here we go. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hassan Haskins. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
But one thing I do... No, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Under pressure, they got him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll try with Haskins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hassan Haskins taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Butker on for the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go. Right, 80. Check. 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's got a man complete. The 30. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Koo now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Kansas City, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they will get a home date next week as